First time playing on stream with Supreme Phantom and some Remorseful Clerics on the board. Let's give it a chance. Let's see how it feels. In the past, this archetype always felt like it didn't have enough quality 2-drops, and hopefully the Supreme Phantom changes that feeling. It feels like it's as good as a quality 2-drop as we're going to get for this archetype, right? This hand is more than good. It's great. Am I going to stream Artifact? Put these itty bitty bits towards holding people accountable for their actions. Sounds good. Yeah, and I do plan to stream some Artifact when it comes out. I don't know exactly how much, but I do plan once they give us some information on whatever public stuff that they're gonna have for it, I plan to dip my toe into that water. Has the design of Richard, and for people that aren't familiar with Artifact, it is a game that's being designed by Richard Garfield. It's being designed by Richard Garfield, and what's the words I'm sure? It's being designed by Richard Garfield, and it is being created by Valve. So, good game designer, good video game company. It's gonna have the Steam marketplace behind it. It's not gonna be like a random lock-in CCG game. All right, baby. Let's rattle some chains, boys and girls. Let's rattle some chains. Untapped land would be great here. So do I jam Drogskol, or do I path this and play a Noble Hierarch? I have no idea, Lukatog. They're not, yeah, I feel like they're not likely to flip. Kind of just want to smash. And actually, if they lead on Manamorphose, I can counter it, right? Manamorphose is the only way they're going to flip, and I can stop that. Double path's pretty good here. Guess I shouldn't auto pass here because I have Mausoleum Wanderer up. The old super curse catcher. This card's such a powerful effect. Now, if they're playing Thing Ascension, they should not have copies of Mutagenic Growth in their deck. Usually they just have Manamorphose to let them cast multiple spells. Alright, they were assuming the rest of our hand was good. God bless, I guess. Someone mentioned no Eidolon on the sideboard being weird. I agree with that. Thalia's pretty good too, though. 3 mana is a lot. Is that Damping Sphere matchup? This is probably not a Damping Sphere matchup, right? I have to imagine Geist of St. Traft is pretty good here, though. Just started, Nicholas. Thanks, Twitch. Now, I think Cleric is bad. Like, Tormod's Crypt is really bad at stopping Pyromancer's Ascension from going on. What do I actually want to cut here is the better question, I suppose. Phantasmal Image is probably a fine cut. Do I care about Selfless Spirit? I feel like I could possibly swap Selfless Spirit for Geist here. Is Spell Queller good enough? Anger is their best interaction. I forgot about Anger. Yeah, let's leave the Selfless in and trim Quellers, I think. Queller's probably slow. Yeah, they definitely have that. Actually, I'm gonna bring in a Unified Will too, I think. This leaves me 29 hits, 25 of which are good. I think I like this. Let's give this a try. Seems pretty good. To go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially even. No, we're supposed to be getting under them, I think, Doom Feast. I'm not sure this deck is ever really the control deck. Peace, Nicole. Have a good weekend. I'm gonna path this now while the pathing is good. Just get it while it's guaranteed to resolve. If that includes Twitch Prime with that Twitch, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you can get a Prime subscription every single month you're on Twitch, which you can use to support my content. So you need to link your Amazon account to your Twitch account in your Twitch settings. So I'm going to play Supreme Phantom here because it pumps this up to 3. And then I'm going to get in for 3 and then path the second thing in the ice here. I wonder if we're going to see a Bolt or a Helix on this in response. I'm doing this now while this is bigger. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and counter this Manamorphose, just because I don't want them to be able... If I counter the Manamorphose, they can't save their thing in the ice guaranteed. We've not played Blue-White on stream yet. It's in the queue. We're going to get to it at some point, but it's not something we've played just yet. I like that Collected Company gives this deck a way to generate real card advantage, but I do like the appeal of being able to have Mutavault from Blue-White. That's a little rough. This could get out of hand very quickly for us. All right, they're going to do a bunch of stuff here. I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. How dead are we? Only a little bit dead. All right. Yeah, we just Coco now and try and race. We want to Coco now, not only to play around counter spells, but also to be able to hit some lords to deal more damage at the moment. Tilt. This is why I can never register this card in paper, chat. The play the thing in the ice out while they have Monastery Mentor in play is a bold strategy. We're also up a game at the moment too, so like if we lose this one, we get the next one on the play. I think Mentor's underplayed in Modern because it's a 3-mana card that requires you to have a 4th mana to get anything out of it in most of the decks that play it. And unlike formats like Vintage and Legacy, Modern is a very creature-heavy format, which means there's a lot more removal in it. So unlike Legacy and Vintage, where you have not only free spells, but also less removal that you have to play through, not that I'm familiar with Anonomic. Alright, kill me. Oh, you know what? I probably should have chump blocked there, so that way I could draw another company into Double Lord. And then they're flipping this. Okay, I mean, I guess I get to draw a Path to Exile now. Assuming I'm not dead to a bolt. Looks like we're dead to a bolt. That's fine. I should have jump blocked. Yeah, I should have jump blocked. Also dead to Shock Helix. This is definitely a matchup where we miss having access to a what's it called? That 1/4 whatever it is. I think my experience with robots outweighs the power and flexibility of humans. I don't think humans is that much better of a deck than Affinity, honestly. So I think if you have a lot of experience playing Affinity, I think it's a fine deck and one I'd be comfortable playing. Yeah, Eidolon of Rhetoric, that's the one. Anonomic, did you see my article on Gathering Magic this week? Black Green Rock was one of the decks I talked about on there. I went through my sideboard plans specifically in it. For common decks like Tron and stuff like that. We are playing a Hallowed Fountain deck. We've got Spirit. Yes, we do. We've got Spirit. How about you? I think I need to add a link to that article, actually, on my website. He's dead, Jim. I don't think I'm supposed to play around a bolt there. I think I'm just supposed to jam. Because, like, they could realistically have an opt. And, like, I need to just use my mana, basically. It's a good draw. Yeah, I think the green black deck's great. There's a 5-color Spirits deck. I haven't played Esper, although I saw that an iteration of Esper did well at in one of the Moto events. If they have another bolt here, we're probably going to die. Yeah, I think we're probably very dead. The gift deck was sweet. The mana base was a little bit shaky, but I think it was pretty reasonable overall. think the actual answer is that it really didn't matter what I was doing. I could have also waited to play this, but then we like run into counter spells. I would play the Kalitas in the main craft, and then I would give yourself an extra sideboard slot for something. All right, I'm waiting for the last match to pop. Just one quick last sponsor plug of the day. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I do appreciate it. My name's Chef Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer, memer, content producer here on Twitch. I'm here making Magic content 30+ hours a week. I focus primarily on Modern. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. If you're one of the many people in the world who has Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you get Twitch Prime included with that for free. And Twitch Prime gives you a free channel subscription every single month to a channel of your choice here on Twitch. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Past that, you can support my content by supporting some of my wonderful sponsors. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn some of your cards into other cards directly with other players. There's no haggling. They just take 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without viewers like Anoronics, Justin Nivik, and all y'all out there. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, if you are enjoying the content, at the very least, make sure you hit the follow button. We have a very good hand here for the start of our second match with Bant Spirits. We've got turn 1, Noble Hierarch, turn 2, Captain, turn 3, Company. Deathrite Salmon. Now, when you want to ask my opinion on what decks you should play in Modern, I can just head over to my website. I've got a deck list page on my website that has a bunch of decks broken up by category based on how competitive I think they are and decks that I think are all reasonable and fun to play. Joke's on you, I didn't want that land anyways. Stone Rains and Hallowed Fountains. They're the two things that are terrible in Modern that players play anyways. I have a really easy answer to that, Waffle. That's a deck I've never played three or more leagues with. So you should donate money if you want to see that deck on my website. That's going to be the minimum requirement for a deck to get on that page, I think. I think I need to have played a minimum of 3 leagues with it to make sure I have a good grasp of what cards it should be playing. So everything that's up there now are archetypes that I've played at least 3 leagues with. So basically, I don't want to be suggesting people play things that I don't have experience with. This is a beating. Ponza is very good on the place a lot of the time. I have Accelerant into Stone Rain into removal. Modern's a format that's very much about tempo, and being on the play is the biggest tempo boost you can have in Magic. Very, very significant margin. Please chat. My chat's a little different than other streams. So if you're gonna come in here and you're gonna say something else is better, you gotta say why. You gotta provide specifics. You wanna say blue-white spirits is better than Bant spirits, tell me why. It might be, but I don't know. And if you just come in here and say, I think it's better, don't you agree? No, I don't agree, because I don't know why I should be agreeing. I need those specifics. I need to know why it's supposed to be better than what I'm currently doing. Tell me. The devil is in the details. The details are the most important thing. Path to Exile seems pretty bad here, huh? Knuckle, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. I think that matchup's probably pretty bad for us, Stinger. You're like a Jeskai deck with a ton of removal that like also can actually kill us. I mean, does the deck full of flash creatures actually need Aether Vial to be a flash deck? Like, are these spirits so terrible that, like, you need Aether Vial to make them playable? I'm, like, trying to understand, like, where that logic is coming from. Because, like, most of our cards have flash, right? We've not played a Stitcher Bridge deck. I think there's one in the queue. Someone definitely linked me one at some point. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Thanks for keeping me here. I think Hallowed one's better than Tron, by and large. I think it's got a better proactive game plan. I think I just want to play Phantom here. It's possible, Freaky Kiki. I've seen variations do that, just like board Vial and favor playing. What's it called in the main? I feel like I'm not supposed to keep Spell Queller up this turn because my opponent could just like play a Storm Breath Dragon. So I think I'd like to play this Drogskol Captain so that way next turn I can go image Drogskol Captain, just kill them very quickly. I think if they would have only played one mana dork here, I would have held up Spell Queller this turn, but I think the fact that like they're going to get to 5 mana if they want to this turn, or possibly even 6, means I just want to jam my threats and try and kill them. Yeah, I mean, like, and if they play a dragon, I get to image their dragon and smash them potentially too, like, so I feel like there's not a ton of upside to just, like, leading on the Spell Queller. If they don't have a Bolt here, we're going to be in a pretty amazing spot. We have to go image and just run them out of the game. I am personally not a fan of the Traverse the Elvenwald builds. I think I think they're bad for a lot of the same reasons that Dredge isn't amazing in Modern. I think there's a lot of graveyard hate that exists in the format that people are boarding and bringing in against you anyways, and you're just causing yourself to incidentally lose to more cards. Go ahead and play Thalia out here. Looks like it's our turn to win a game on the play. I think, in my experience playing decks like Black-Green, people already board in cards like Rest in Peace and Tormod's Crypt against you. So, like, making more of your deck vulnerable to cards like Rest in Peace and Tormod's Crypt feels bad. Anger doesn't do anything. Our Drogskol Captains are 4/4s. So, Anger away, please. Getting the Trip Lords out is pretty good. You said what? Listen, Thalia, you're important to me, but you're less important than my Drogskol Captains, okay? And I don't think I really want to change anything on the draw here. Honestly, if I'm going to change anything, it might be to cut the last 2 Path to Exiles, but I don't think I really want these other cards on my sideboard more. A couple of Paths are probably fine for like the occasional Inferno Titan that doesn't end the game on the spot. No, the other Spirit Lord was a 3/5. That Spirit Lord is a 1/3. I don't think that's true. That's true. Corsair is wrong. I feel really bad when we get Blood Moon next turn, but I want to just play this. The Esper Spirits tracks, I think, is basically just it's basically just blue-white spirits splashing Lingering Souls. So I play a ton of creature decks, including spirits, release M19 and Supreme Phantom, Bant spirits, cut cards in their flex slots. Most often copies of Reflector Mage and Geist. I believe this is why I have been winning more with Vial. Company decks tend to focus on 3-drops, while the focal point of Vial decks are on 2-drops. Take humans. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, Company is definitely more underwhelming when you don't have... Company is more underwhelming when you don't have cards like, when you don't have more 3-drops. And like, Company for 2/2-drops isn't gaining you tempo, right? Whereas Company for 2 3-drops is like putting you ahead on mana. I think I want to play Thalia this turn, and then next turn I can go Mausoleum Wanderer plus a 2-drop. I don't get what you mean. Vial lets you play cards without feeling bad. Can you explain what you mean? Because Vial's giving you extra mana is what you're referring to? Because mana dorks also give you extra mana. So like they're kind of similar in that aspect. I mean, mana dorks are arguably better than Aether Vial in a lot of situations. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. I can flash in Rattlechains plus Mausoleum Wanderer. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to play the Mausoleum Wanderer out now, so that way I can make it a counter unless they pay 2 on their turn. I mean, hitting a mana dork with the Company is better than missing with the Company. Let's get to Rattlechains or Mausoleum Wanderer here. Yeah, Vial's like turbo acceleration though, right? Like it generates like 1 mana the turn after you play it, and like 2 and 3 mana the turns after that. Scavenging Ooze could be a tough nut to crack here. That card's pretty powerful. It's gonna get pretty big pretty quickly. We've got what, 2 creatures in the bins? Oh, they're out of gas now, so they're gonna have a 4/4 gain, and then we're gonna have some flyers here. Now I haven't played Kiki Court in a long time. That deck's not very good. So I'm going to play this. I think I'm just playing Selfless Spirit and passing here. Honestly, maybe I should have gone like Selfless plus Phantasmal Image here. I'm playing this out proactively because I want the +1/+1 on my Mausoleum Wanderer. It does have flash, but I want to deal an extra point of damage. No, I don't think it's worth it to copy the Skoos. There's not enough food in the graveyards to feed 2 of them. If you want to play Kiki Jiki, I think the Temur Kiki Evolution deck is the deck to be playing right now. I think that's the best creature combo deck, especially with Kiki Jiki in it. So we are currently winning this race until I top deck something absurd here. Anner. I hope things are going okay for you. Titan wouldn't be that bad thanks to the Selfless Spirit. Yeah, any type of Lord or company here would be good. And like definitely like Modern's a format about big swings a lot of the time, so just like thinking about like company draws here versus like Aether Vial draws is like, that's an absurd difference, right? Well, I'm glad we waited on the Phantasmal Image. They're like super dead. They're definitely mostly dead. It's on my website as well. It's under Brews, Team Kiki Evolution. These are my two fours. My two fours are amazing. These are my two fours. My two fours are amazing. I wouldn't be surprised to see them double jump here because it does make their Scavenging Ooze larger. So they're going to 11, and then they're going up to 13, and then I'm going to have 3, 11. I have Lethal on board still, so that's nice. The Blue Moon decks are pretty terrible in my experience. They're all just really clunky, and just like blue not having answers, like real answers to things feels pretty terrible. Pact for Visor, yep. I've been here before. How did Grixis Dragons do? We flopped around a little bit. Our mana base wasn't great. We ran a little bit bad. It'll be up on YouTube later, as always. Yeah, they should be dead here. Right, sweet. On the scoreboard. So we're 1-1 after dropping a match to Jeskai Thing Ascension. I think the Jeskai Thing deck's probably a pretty terrible matchup for us. They have 12 pieces of efficient removal, and they have, like, Thing in the Ice to actually end the game. The reason why this archetype has a decent amount of play to it against Jeskai is because Jeskai can't kill them, so you have time, you get more time to like be scrappy. That's not a land, but I think it's worth keeping on the draw. I got you, Captain Obvious. All right, feeling less good about keeping the Noble Hierarch after they play Snow-Covered Mountain on one here, but you know, this is where we're at in our life. Noble Hierarch meet Skred, Skred meet Noble Hierarch. Yep. Is it? I ate lunch 4 hours ago. Is it too soon to have a snack, chat? Does anybody know? Is it too soon to have a snack if I ate lunch 4 hours ago? I need chat's impartial opinion on the matter. Snack o'clock. All right, I'm gonna eat one of these protein bars, which I might be shilling for soon. This is your RSP sent me some goodies. There's this is a birthday cake bar. That's a Sarkin. Absolute flips. Thank you very much for the 3-month free subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, 6 months. Eating and talking is hard. What do we think of this? I don't think I want the Thalia in this matchup. I want some paths to kill Thunderbreak Regents and Glory Bangers if they have them, but I don't think I want all four. I think the Unified Will seems reasonable. Trim a bird because they're on Anger of the Gods and Sweepers. And yes, the birthday cake protein bar is delicious. They do rspnutrition.com. rspnutrition.com. And I have something in the works with them. If you look at that and you think they might be something you're going to pick up, I think I'm going to have a discount code soon. Should the fourth path be in? Are they? How many Stormbreath Dragons do they play? Like, are they on the full four? They play more Glorybringers, don't they? They only play 2 Glorybringers? They play 4 Stormbreaths, right? Oh, it's 4 Glory, 4 Thunderbreak. All right, maybe I want these if they're on 4 Glory. I don't actually know. This alone might make the Vile deck better. I hate sideboarding with Collected Company. It always feels bad no matter what I do. It's never a good feeling at the end. All right, let's go. Why are there so many lightning bolts, chap? I don't understand. My spirits, they hurt, chap. My spirits are hurt. There's too many lightning bolts. Gosh, even their scrying sheets are working. Just getting got from every angle here, chat. Good news, we get to Spell Queller a Thunderbreak Regent. Or not, you know, that too. Am I trying to lose weight? Nope. Zero desire to lose weight. I just eat things that taste good and don't eat things that don't taste good. And this box of protein bars tastes great. So I'm eating them. They are delicious. Well, I mean, that's better than missing, right? And again, like, this is like a good example of like why company gets a little bit worse when your deck has less 3-drops in it. Like, we got 3 mana worth of creatures out of a 4 mana card, and like, while we got 2 of them at the same time, like, it still doesn't feel great. Okay, well, Unified Will's a good pickup here. Yeah, I mostly go to the gym to just like maintain my weight. I'm a vegetarian, but not for health reasons. I just don't really enjoy the taste of meat, so I don't eat it. Having to Unified Will of Thunderbreak feels a little bit bad when we have the Spell Queller in our hand, but we definitely can't let a Thunderbreak resolve here. Yeah, the Black-Green Rock deck is great, Kraft. I think that's definitely one of the better fair decks in Modern right now. Passing back is good for us here. Nah, I don't care for chicken and fish. I really don't like, most meat has like a stringy texture to it, I feel like, when you eat it, and I'm just not a big fan of that. At least in comparison to most vegetables. Like beans. Beans are more like of a gritty texture than a stringy texture. Rude. Nah, really not a fan, JMP. What's my favorite food? Gosh, I feel like as an American I need a good answer to that. I don't know if I have a good one offhand. Can I say cheesecake? Let's go with cheesecake. What's a more American answer than what's your favorite food? Cheesecake. As a patriot, I feel like it's my duty to give an answer like that. No, I like cheesecake more than apple pie, though. Yeah, I eat eggs. Specify. That's true. There are a variety of delicious cheesecakes that exist in the world. Let's not limit ourselves to just plain old cheesecake. They're all delicious, chat. In their own unique ways, every cheesecake is special. Did you try deep fried cheesecake? Almost certainly. I don't think I've had that before, but I would definitely try it. What if we didn't do that? What if we just used my no button? So in your case, I expect it to be deep fried cheesecake. America, America, my home of deep fried food. Do 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 do. You will pry the last spell stutter sprite from my cold dead hands, Lukatog. My cold dead hands, okay? Is this a cake stream? I did just eat a birthday cake protein bar, so you could argue that this has become a cake stream. No, stop it. Cast a 4-mana spell. Rude. Rude. The less sprites, the more bits. You're the devil. Why do you hate my spell stutters so badly? What did my spell stutters ever do to you? Alright, Mr. Banger. What's gonna happen? What'll it be? What'll it be? To swing or not to swing? That is the question. I think I'm playing this. Swanny Lord is lethal. Or sorry, any spirit was lethal. Lord is super lethal. Super lethal! I mean, if they swung, I'd sack the Selfless Spirit and then they'd still be dead. They wouldn't have the Thunderbreak Regent back. If they swung and exerted, they were killing my Selfless Spirit regardless. This hand is more than good. It's great. That's actually a good draw, because it means I get to potentially fetch around Blood Moon here. Well, maybe I shouldn't, because I don't have white mana now. Noble makes Skred. Skred meet Noble. Poor little Noble Hierarch. Never sees it coming. Always gets the blunt end of the stick. Just crack him right in the dome. Rude. Is this thing on? Are we just watching? Is this a new game? Is this pre-recorded and Hogland's just looping the same game over and over again? What's been my favorite deck of the day so far? What have we played today? I don't remember. Probably the Gifts deck. Probably the Gifts deck, actually. Thinking back, probably the Gifts deck. I like the Skred Dragons deck the most in theory, but the result was kind of medium, which has me a little bit sad. The Gifts deck was sweet, and also had a decent result. So, I'm going to Spell Queller the thing here. That qualifies as a thing. And then next turn I'm going to cast Collected Company to try and find a Selfless Spirit, unless we draw a Selfless Spirit, that is. Path to Exile. Alright, show me a Selfless, baby. Don't give me a bunch of 3-drops. That's truly unfortunate. The bunch of 3-drops was not good for us there, because this is going to go to 3 next turn. I think I'm supposed to aggressively dig for the Selfless Spirit there. I don't know. I hate the card Collected Company. It's so frustrating, like, tapping 4 mana and not knowing what your card's actually going to do. No, the problem is if I wait on... If I wait on the Collected Company, they then get to Ratchet Bomb in response and kill my Spell Queller. So like they get to kill my Spell Queller that way. Whereas if I find the Selfless Spirit, I get to protect it potentially. I don't know, maybe I was focused too much on the Spell Queller, or maybe I shouldn't have Spell Quellered the Sarkhan with the Ratchet Bomb in play. Either of those could have been reasonable lines. I mean, are we beating Ratchet Bomb and Anger there with any combination of cards? Like what ends up happening there? So like think about what chat's suggesting we do. Like we end up in basically the exact same spot. Like they crack Ratchet Bomb, kill my Spell Queller, they recast Sarkhan, I cast Collected Company in response to the Sarkhan, I Spell Queller the Sarkhan again, then they anger me. That reminds me, Jet, I need to call the hotel and let them know that you can check in. This is going to be my last league, and I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done. I definitely didn't call them yet. So you can check into the room. We're not going to be there till late, Jet. I forgot to, I'm really all over the place. It's been a long couple of days. Matt doesn't get off work for like another 2 hours, so we're not going to be in Indy till late. Probably about 10 o'clock local time. Oh. You end step Company to attack down Sarkhan. Trying to keep it Quellered is a losing battle with all the removal. So, like, should I board out Spell Queller then? Like, if I'm not Spell Quellering Sarkhan, should Spell Queller not be in my deck? And if Spell Queller's not in my deck, like, why am I playing this archetype? Happy Friday, Chris. Thanks for the 26 months. Welcome back. What they take here will dictate what we do next turn, obviously. I'm Central Time, middle of the cornfields, Illinois. I think I'm just going to go Selfless into Noble here. Easy, no blocks here. Tidal Scholars are zombies, so they get it back. And they probably have other zombies as well, obviously. I honestly don't know, Drew. I feel like I don't have cards to really bring in against these removal heavy decks unless I'm supposed to straight up swap them for Geist to Saint Trafts. Maybe that's the answer, but again, like, that seems pretty narrow as well. So Supreme Phantom blocks really well here, I guess. And Selfless Spirit attacks for 4, so we got that going for us. Attacks for 5, sorry, because we have Supreme Phantom now. If we can dodge removal for a hot second, we could run them down in the air, potentially. No, I don't think I want to leave up Moorland Haunt. I think I want to sacrifice Horizon Canopy this turn. We have a lot of mana. Yeah, there's nothing in the mid-2. Like, there's a good chance they have removal, I guess, but I think I'd rather just cycle the Canopy. I guess I could have theoretically done both, right? I could have tapped this and then left up both of these. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Okay, Mausoleum Wanderer is kind of punishing for not doing my thing last turn. Second Supreme Phantom's pretty good, though. I think I want to just smack them for 6 with this. Yeah, because it's the same amount if I attack with this, too, because of the Noble Hierarch triggers, right? So I just get a bunch of 2/4s on defense. Yeah, this is going to be the last leak for the day. I have to get packed, get ready to go to Indianapolis for the weekend. We have this Mausoleum Wanderer that's like counter a spell unless they pay 3, so like they can't kill our Supreme Phantoms either. And then they're dead on board in the air, which is great. Demonic Firefly, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. So I board in Remorseful Cleric here to tag some of their graveyard stuff. Do we play Phantasmal Image? Really have any other good useful sideboard cards? That's against the tournament rules. You can't use electronics that connect to the internet mid-match. See, I need some lands, but it's fine other than that. Why would we board in Wet Ball against a black-white zombies deck? What are we accomplishing by doing that? I mean, they had a bunch of 2/2s. Seems like they have plenty of good blockers. Relentless Dead is even a recursive 2/2 that blocks. No, Caleb Durward and Newmont. You can actually search by category and see that we're not even at the top of the channel right now. There are 2 people above me. I have Newmont and Day9 both streaming Magic currently. Sorry, Drew. You can talk again. Let's just not share links to that cesspool place. Please and thank you. So, I guess with the Noble Hierarch draw, I actually kind of want to go tap land Noble Hierarch, right? Day9's actually done a lot of Magic stuff. He's part of the Spell Slinger series. I mean, a good deal of the people that make money from Hearthstone make a significant of their money making content too, and you can make money doing Magic content as well. So I feel like when people talk about like Hearthstone is where the money is and you can never make any money playing Magic, I feel like that's like pretty untrue. As someone that currently plays Magic as their full-time job. What on earth is this? Put 2/1/1 counters a target creature you control. Wow, that's actually like really good, huh? This is kind of absurd with Gravecrawler. I don't know how we ever race this. I mean, I get to cast Collected Company, I guess. I don't have anything that we can company into that beats a 5/4 though, right? Has Menace too? I can't even jump block it. I can't even jump block it. How do we ever win, chat? How do we ever win? I don't understand. We're gonna cast this card and hope that. Woo, doggy! Alrighty. Glad we won game 1. Glad we won game 1. Alrighty. We're gonna hope to get him on the play. We're gonna hope to get him on the play. Our opponent's name is Tuna Festival, which, let's be honest, that's an A+ username. Who doesn't want a festival of tuna, really? Fun fact, I actually registered Collected Company in an open one time. I got 19th place, missed top 16 on tiebreakers. That Collected Company deck was a powerful meme though. It had Savage Knuckleblade and Mantis Rider in it. Who doesn't love a collected company that finds you Savage Knuckleblade Mantis Rider, really? Main phase Coco, best Coco, chat. Yeah, I will say this. The more I play with this, the less I am enamored with the idea of this deck. I was kind of expecting this to feel better than it does. I feel like what we're doing doesn't really feel powerful in relation to the other things that go on in Modern. There's actually a tuna festival. I guess Mausoleum Wanderer is kind of medium in this matchup. I'd believe that. That's true, actually. We play elves on stream a good bit, and Collected Company almost always feels fine in that deck. I don't hate myself in Collected Company when we play elves. I mean, is it really that good of a clock? Like, this deck doesn't actually goldfish that fast of a kill. How much more do I have to do? This is my last league, Rolk. I'm gonna be done fairly soon. I have to do my post-stream work and then get my stuff together to head out for this weekend. Here's my thoughts on MTG Arena. Look at that. Anoronics beat me to it. Beat me to it. Joke's on you, I got double Coco. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Yeah, I have to call the hotel for Jet. I do have to call the hotel for Jet. I'm gonna write that down, actually. Yeah, I think so, Worst Neighbor. I think that's a big part of it. That's a good way to articulate why it feels better there. The fact that we want specific things in this deck when we cast it a lot of the time, and Collected Company is like, no sir, no special candy for you. You get the poopy crappy candy. You get whatever candy the top 6 cards of your deck has. And then elves are just like, whatever, I'll take the poopy candy. I like it. I mean, Glass Lux, you're kind of showing a fundamental misunderstanding of the technology. Magic Arena isn't easier to watch because of Magic Arena. It's easier to watch because of a third-party add-on that someone else has made. Someone could make a third-party add-on like that for Magic Online. I'm like, why hasn't WotC invested money in that add-on? I honestly don't know. But, like, that's not something specific to Arena. Honestly, Arena is often just, as someone who watches both, Arena is often just as cluttered as Magic Online. The fact that, like, you have these lands in play make the battlefield very cluttered a lot of the time. Very, very cluttered. I should cast this pre-combat and like here, do I cast this pre-combat to try and hit Lords? Or do I wait to try and hit Spell Queller on their turn? With elves, it's very easy. You just cast your card and kill them. Where's my shaman of the pack? Get him. I mean, even when you know what's going on, it's still pretty cluttered. Like there are a lot of elements going on this board. There are a lot of things to be keeping track of. Like, look at the average Magic board in a game that's gone to turn 20 versus the average Hearthstone table that's gone to turn 20, right? Like, it's night and day. Put Noble Hierarch into play. Sorry, I need a second. I just need a second. Okay, sorry. All right, let's focus on the game. We got a game to win. All right. Oh, jeez. Well, good news. Even if we would have cast that on our turn, we would have missed a Lord. We wouldn't have hit a Lord anyway, so it's fine. All right, attack. Maybe we can still win this race. Maybe. Please, help. I need somebody help. Not just anybody help. We need somebody help. Do 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 do. Maybe chat was right. Yeah, honestly, I think the biggest articulation, and Nickel hit this on the head. I think the articulation that moving to fewer 3-drops means that your companies are giving you less tempo generation on average. I think that's a big deal, and I think that really kind of hits correctly on why this build feels worse than some of the other potential builds, the straight blue-white builds. My company no longer feels as good. And now I get to go ahead and crack them. We might actually still win this game, right? I get to crack them for 3 here. And then I get to trip block, sack this. No, I should have attacked with both, right? That was a punt. All right, I'm 1 short now. Oh, they do have flash. They do have flash. They definitely have flash. I should have attacked with both to put them to 6. And then I could have blocked, sacked. And then... yeah, and then I'd be able to hit them to exactly dead this turn, assuming they have no removal. Like, if they have any removal in any of this, I'm just, like, stone dead to rights regardless of what I did. Hey, chat. It doesn't even matter anymore. Do 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 do. All right, alrighty, just good sick beats. Sorry, no, stop, Moto. Moto, let me concede. Let me concede. I just want to concede. All right. I feel like somebody has just kicked my puppy. I know. I need to sometimes they want it more than you, chat, and that's okay. You gotta be okay with that. Sometimes they're just gonna want it more than you. And yeah, like I said, so for the wrap-up segment, I was kind of underwhelmed. I think the assessment that there's fewer 3-drops, so the collected company then comes less potent. I think that's a very real assessment. Like, I always felt like this list lacked 2-drops, but at the same time, having more 2-drops makes your collected company generate less tempo because you're getting less mana out for the mana that you're putting in. And I think that that had a very real drawback there. I'm going to be off for the weekend, chat. It's been a while since I haven't done any weekend streams. Halfway to ascending from Peasanthood. Thank you for the 6-month free subscription, Hoglandian Peasant. Yeah, and I will be back Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for my normal Meme Monday slot. I will... what was I going to say? If you've filled out the donation decklist form today, I might not get to that till Monday, but I will hopefully have a good weekend in Indy. Looking forward to 0-3 dropping with blue-red counterburn. And I'll catch all of y'all on Monday. Everybody have a good weekend.